Do you consider you and your sister to have the same interests and personalities?
All through growing up, everyone always said, "Oh my God, you guys look exactly alike. You're exactly the same." We're not the same. She's older than me. She has different beliefs. She talks differently. Everything about her is entirely different from me. She doesn't read. I do. We're entirely different. We're not the same. We don't like the same things. We are basically two different people that just happen to have the same parents. Sometimes you can say they are, but in my case, we're not.
I think sisters have similar interests based on their ages. I know for a fact that me and my older sister, we're a year and a half apart, and we're very similar because we were raised almost as equals and we were in the same thing and we were always looking out for each other. While with my older sister, she's a lot younger than me, so me and her don't have any interests. So I think sisters have similar interests because of how much time they spend together. And if it's the case where they don't spend a lot of time together, then they usually aren't very alike.
I believe that parents compare older sisters and younger sisters a lot because they think they live under the same roof, that they should have the same personality characteristics as I do with my sister. I kind of look like her, I speak like her completely, but that doesn't mean I have the same personality as her. Me and her don't get along as much, but we have our moments, our sisterly moments that we like to share with each other. I also think that her being older than me, being 20 and me being 16, it's completely different. Being a 20-year-old going to college is much different than me going to high school now. So we have the different stresses, we have different personalities, we have different problems that we have to deal individually. What else do I say? I don't know.
I wouldn't consider me and my sister to be the same because we each have our individual personalities, but there's like some things that we both like. My sister and we have some different interests and different personalities, but I think we're also very alike in some ways. We like doing the same things together.
No, I don't think my sister and I are the same. We're actually almost complete opposites. I can understand why in some families people might think the sisters are the same because you might have very similar personalities or like character traits. But my sister and I are like the complete opposite of each other. So.
I don't think me and my sisters would be considered the same because we have different personalities. We don't get along because of that. Like, she's in her own world, I'm in my own space. We like different things and dislike different things. We also share different opinions. So I guess, yeah, we're not the same at all.
So I don't think I'm the same person as either one of them. I don't think any two people can be the same. But I think that as the older sister, sometimes like my younger sisters look up to me in some ways, and we're the same that way because they feel like they have to be like me. But yeah.
My question for other people with sisters is, are you and your sisters best friends?
So my sister and me, I have two sisters. One is older and one is younger, and I get along with both. Of course, we fight here and there, but that's how I guess every relationship is. And I guess we're more like best friends than sisters. We understand each other. Sometimes we don't, and we get into really big arguments that last weeks or months, but we're usually good with each other.
Right. Yes, we are. She's my sister, but, we always hang out. We always do things together. Even though we don't have, like, similar personalities, we do have the same kind of sense of humor. When my friends are not available, my sister would always be available. And yeah, like, we tell each other everything. I trust her, and yeah, we're best friends.
Me and my sister are pretty close. I mean, sometimes, of course, we do get into fights, but I would consider her as like my best friend, no matter how old she is.
My sister and I are best friends, but with being best friends, we also can be worst enemies She knows the best about me, so she knows the buttons to press to drive you crazy. And we're also the most honest with each other. So whereas a friend might not tell you they don't love your outfit, she will tell me that she doesn't like what I'm wearing. She's also my twin sister. But I think overall I'm very lucky to have her because it's someone close to that I know I can share things with her. So growing up, it drove me crazy, especially because when she would do something that I thought might have been stupid, I thought maybe people thought that was me, and I got embarrassed. But as I've gotten older, I've taken it in a much better way. And so I have someone else to have any sort of conversation with or just be with me, which is really nice.
I have a younger sister who's 3 years younger than me, and I would say that we are best friends, but we're also very, 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 very different. I feel like she's kind of the person that will be in my life forever, and I trust her, and there is a bond that is closer than even a best friend, but it's just so funny how we're very different. Like, for example, she's a morning person, I'm a night person. She doesn't really love socializing, I love socializing. It's just very different people, but I feel like the love we have for each other is like bigger than a best friend. Do you feel like there's a lot of competition between you and your sister?
As the oldest of like 4 sisters in my house, I don't really think we feel that we have a lot of competition because we all support each other, I guess. And yeah, my parents don't peer pressure us. They all know that each of us are capable of our own ability.
Yes, I do think I have competition with my sister because my mom always reminds me that I always have to be like her. Why can't I be like her? And basically every single day we argue and we have fights over that because my sister's always been the preferred daughter.
I don't think me and my sister have competition because my mom taught us to like be even, and no matter what, who's better at something else, we just have to accept it. So like, for example, maybe I'm better at like government and she's not, or she's really good at math and maybe I'm not. We just kind of accept it. Do your parents put you and your sister in different categories?
Yes, my parents put us in different categories. One, because I'm the oldest, so they're not really they're not Americanized and they're from like a different culture, so they expect me to follow that culture in some kind of way when I'm raised here. But you know, through their experience with me, they treat my sister as if like she doesn't have to go through what I have gone through. And plus, since she's younger, she gets so many opportunities. Like they give her whatever she wants. I really don't know why. Like I feel like they learned from me and then they give back to my sister. So everything I wanted, my sister gets instead of me getting it since I worked harder for it. So yeah.
So my parents put me and my sister in different categories, very different categories. She's more of like a laid-back, lazy type of person, and I'm more of like a outgoing, funner person. My sister didn't really set a high standard because she's the first, so it was kind of really easy to go above what my parents were used to with her. So with me, they kind of expect more than what they do with my sister. They expect her to just like get by and to just do what she's supposed to do. With me, they expect me, well, they don't expect me. They just know already that I'm going to go above what I should be doing. And everything that I need to do, I'm going to do more than just that.
Yeah, my parents kind of put us in different categories, but not really, in the sense that my sister's just a different person than I am. They treat us equally. They just know what I like better, what my sister likes better, and treats us off of what we like better. It's never really unfair to either of us. Well, I mean, sometimes it's unfair, obviously, but most of the time they try to treat us equally. Do you and your sister have anything in common?
A lot of people say we look alike, and a lot of people, I have her temper, I have her temper. We both have a short temper. We're both pretty sassy when we want to be, but yeah, I mean, that's about it.
My sister and I only have like a few things in common. It's probably like the one band we like, and that's basically it. We have like nothing else in common. We're like completely different people.
Yes, we have a lot of things in common, such as, well, they like copying what I do, because I'm like the older sister. They like putting on makeup and stuff. They like getting dressed up. They like helping out my little cousins, and they love going on the internet.